Hello guys, it's me Fishman, bem-vindos a mais um gameplay para o Fishman Channel. Desta vez com The Council, um bom game daqueles géneros que eu curto e que é, em que basicamente podemos tomar decisões, essas decisões afetam o decorrer do jogo e afetam o final de cada capítulo. Sim, este jogo é capitular, não é assim que se diz, este é um jogo por capítulos, tem 5 capítulos, cada um tem uma duração de 2 horas e meia, mais ou menos, portanto, se fazia um por dia, nem sabia bem o que fazia. Play, save game. Hã? Não tenho save game ainda. Uou. Porquê é que está aqui o meu nome? France, Paris, décembre de 10 de 89-92.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen.
The sound of not giving a fuck.
Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Ouch.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Podemos dar-lhe já uma sarrafoitada nos cornos ou confiar na nossa mãe. Se bem que a nossa mãe tem um ar de quem vai morrer muito em breve, por isso se calhar não fazia muita importância a gente tentar atuar. Mas ok, mãe, sendo a matriarca, eu vou confiar em ti. Por desbloqueada, Fantastic Pair. Eu quero ver as options. Subtitles on. Ok, não dá para meter legendas em português. Temos pena. Vamos seguir.
Be my guest, Mother.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchard.
Sócio, a massa só bacana, ele deu-te no focinho. Dava-lhe uns carolos. Só para ele aprender a não ter a mania. Ok, nós parecemos somos uma família de... tipo Indiana Jones, andamos a roubar coisas e artefactos e tal. Isto tudo causou-se por causa de um livro que nós roubámos àquele gajo que o ia vender a outro gajo. Supostamente, pelo que eu estou a perceber, o gajo a quem ele ia vender o livro é alguém também muito poderoso. Focusome Interactive and Cyanide presente a Universal Pictures Production. A game by Big Bad Wolf Studios. A game by Big Bad Wolf Studios. Tenho que tentar invocar a minha epic voice.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
The Council. It's the name of the game. Portanto, episódio 1 da Mad Ones. Cada episódio, como eu disse, duração de 2h30, 2h40, 3 horas no
The
máximo.
least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Ok.
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water.
Ah,
Would
fixe.
you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
I look good enough, mate.
Are you all right?
What the hell?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay for that.
The fuck?
Hugh.
Louis, are you alright? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what?
E
This
também
can't be
lembra
real.
dizendo
It
que
got just arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Ok, me ambientar com os comandos. Basicamente só dá para correr em frente. Estar a movimentar para os lados é um bocado complicado, mas será que aquilo era uma visão do futuro ou do passado? Será que há alguma forma de interagirmos com as cenas? Bem, não sei que mais comandos é que haverá.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Uou, ok. Para escolher a minha classe. The diplomat shines in society. Talented speaker. He avoids faux pas. And he can't convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. Politics, etiquette, linguistic, conviction, diversion. The occultist is a master of deception. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own end does not bother him. Choosing a class defines your basic skills. Other skills will still be available, but unlocking them will be more expensive. Okay. Skills: manipulation, occultism, erudition, science, subterfuges, questing, vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic. The detective excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in surroundings as well as in people questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. Ok, nós temos aqui as habilidades. Podemos reverter aqui a nossa escolha. Então, notice anything strange in someone's behavior or appearance. Notice noteworthy details or oddly placed elements. Read people's behavior like an open book. Use your logical mind and oratorical talents. Use your coordination against your surroundings. Against people. Ok. Ou seja, nós ao escolhemos isto aqui, conseguimos... Isto fica mais barato. 4 pontos, 4 pontos. Aqui, 3 pontos. What the fuck? Mas não era suposto ficar mais barato isto? Ah, ok, porque começamos logo com isto em nível 1, todas essas habilidades. Get people to act in your own interest, 2 pontos. Rely on your knowledge of myths, occult and religious symbols, as well as ancient language and secret societies. Benefit from a sound cultural. Foi isso, eu reparei que está a nível 0. Os outros são todos a nível 1. Be up to date with scientific knowledge and medical techniques. Discreetly steal items, pick locks and notice falsifications. Ok, eu acho que o único que é útil daqui é este. Quer dizer, eu não sei bem do que é que esta história se trata. Mas vamos ver este. Translate all kinds of documents and conversations in foreign language. Ok, também é útil. Divert people's attention, change a subject or avoid questions. Express your grasp to geopolitical generations. Ok. Convince people with the sheer force of your will and your attitude. Ok. Adopt appropriate behavior for every social situation. Ok, este também parece muito útil. Agora, nós temos isto tudo desbloqueado. Basicamente, aprender as cenas faz com que a gente desbloqueie opções de diálogo. No entanto, parece que temos aqui um sistema de esforço. Se a gente optar por evoluir as cenas que já temos, vamos gastar menos esforço. Ou seja, se calhar a gente tem um limite de esforço que podemos usar durante as conversações. E o quê? E não vamos poder estar a escolher opções sempre. Temos que escolher os bons momentos para o fazer. Eu tenho 2 skill points. Ou seja, tenho 1 em cada cena, tenho mais 2 para dar. Oh shit! Então aprendi isto. Ok. 3 pontos, já estou a perceber. Portanto, preciso de 3 pontos basicamente para tudo. Se calhar o melhor é evoluir mesmo aqui as cenas que temos. Não que eu conseguisse evoluir nada agora só com 1 ponto. Bom, ok. Eu tenho que dar já o ponto. Que grande porcaria. Sei lá onde é que vou dar o ponto. Eu quero conseguir abrir fechaduras. Presa desbloqueada. Novo lance detective.
Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example. Thieves that torture their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points to access the skill required for the situation, just need to have unlocked it. Okay.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personality. Each person you met on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploit their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review the journal and vulnerabilities in the journal. Vulnerability revealed. Push enter to access the menu pages.
Emily?
Ok, já sei que je voulais. Okay, temos aqui character, a nossa talent. Alves the fake elements displayed during an opportunity. Isto é por sermos detetivo. Ok, isto até é bastante complexo. Charismatic presence, you gain 1 skill point in manipulation. Gain skill point in psychology. Detective class skills cost less to acquire. Pois. Temos the art of knowing people by their physiognomy. Ok. Isto foi o lance que ela me deu. Mortimer's invitation. Dear Monsieur de Richet, I am writing to you to express my embarrassment regarding the situation in which I find myself. As you probably know, I had invited your mother, Sarah de Richet, to join me on my island several weeks ago. We had projects in common regarding your order. Our stay was going smoothly until yesterday, when your mother suddenly disappeared. I do not want to worry you, but I would like to join me as soon as possible, so we can shed some light on this mystery. Please accept, sir, the expression of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Lord William Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire. Royal Jerry Store, ok. Curso Negative Alterations. Isto são itens que podemos utilizar. Next skill use is for free. Não temos nenhum item, temos este item. Deste lado, aparentemente, há os itens que nos aumentam os pontos. Do lado direito, temos os itens tipo de história, imagino eu. Portanto, temos aqui a Sarah de Richet, a nossa mãe. Sarah Faustina de Richet, artistic. 34 years ago, Sarah took over one of the most important secret society, the Golden Order. Ok, essa é a nossa sociedade. A woman of strong will, Sarah endeavored to infiltrate the highest circle of society, politics, trade, transactions, secrets of state or paranormal spheres. The order had an eye over everything. One of the biggest areas of growth that Sarah brought to order was the development of its branches in America, Europe and Central Africa, not to mention the expansion of our occult section, which she took care of personally. Since he was just a boy, Sarah has been preparing her son Luis to become the new face of the Golden Order. Ok. Portanto, temos aqui a Emily. Ela é imunológica. Na nossa mãe não diz. Então, mas ela é nossa mãe, nós devíamos saber as fraquezas dela. Whatever. Portanto, ela é imunológica. Não vale a pena estar a ser lógico com ela. Não sabemos o que é que podemos usar contra ela. Emily Hillsborough is an English Duchess. close to the English crown. Very discreet about her origins, Emily only came onto the political scene after her wedding. Oh, ela já é casada. That some qualified as a marriage of interest to an old English aristocrat on the decline. Ok, casou com um velho ao menos. Pode ser que fique viúva. Por isso é que está de preto, se calhar. Decline. Libertarian, modern but discreet, she has taken it upon herself to establish close ties with her peers. In a few years, she has become the favorite diplomat of the Queen, which is what probably prompted her Prime Minister William Pitt to take her as a private secretary, thus provoking much suspicion and jealousy. Secretária. A secretária gostou. As a regular visitor, Emily accepted Sir Gregory Holmes' invitation to come to the Lord Mortimer's island, because for nothing in the world would she miss one of these famed receptions. De Richet, somos nós. The only son of Sarah, Louis Maurice de Richet, is a young Parisian aristocrat. Ever since he was a young child, Louis moved in his mother's circles, and so it was natural that on his 14th birthday he entered the Golden Order, the secret society headed by Sarah. Precious Louis progressed quickly at her side despite the daily treatment his mother prescribed for his chronic migraines. Ok, então aquilo que ele estava a ter era uma mega dor de cabeça. Mas eu acho que há gata aí, porque acho que as dores de cabeça não são só dores de cabeça. Aquilo era o futuro ao passado, não iam estar a meter uma cena na mente dele, se ele não iam estar a meter isso no jogo se não fosse pertinente. Louis progressed quickly at her side despite the daily treatment his mother prescribed. He climbed the ladder until he was able to assist his mother in the occult cases for which he was particularly talented. As time went by, he became shaped in the image that his mother had held for him. Everything pointed to one day young Louis becoming the head of the Golden Order. E agora temos o Piaggi. His Eminence, the Cardinal Giuseppe Piaggi, is a legate of the Popus Pius VI, the sixth. A distinguished speaker, Giuseppe Piaggi worked through his career to serve the principles of the Roman Catholic Church. A man of science and amateur philosopher, he quickly caught to ear of the Pope, who discreetly named him Cardinal in pectore. He was thus able to use his relationship of trust to help Pius XVI in his difficult missions of guiding the faithful. Invited by Sir Gregory, Piaggi is delighted to meet his old friend Mortimer in order to represent the interests of the Holy See. Okay.
Please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Não, por acaso até parecia ter muito lugar no coração dela. Podem ser duas irmãs gêmeas. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions and effects as they offer very interesting improvements. Review all talents in the dedicated tab in the menu. Mas eu tenho pontos para dar aqui. Time opportunity increased by 50%. The disconcerted state in replace. Não tenho nada que possa dar. Parece-me que não, ao menos. Royal Jelly. Ok, temos aqui um item.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Ok, ao menos os itens dão-nos assim um glance com um brilhozinho. Which is nice.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer.
Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower cost in your efforts. Browse your skills by using the character tab. Okay. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was there. Isto vai-me gastar. Have you found anything yet? Dialogue timer. When the time limit is over, an answer is automatically selected.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants
Eu não
of the
percebi se ia
manor.
gastar ponto ou não.
And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials S.D.R. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Ok, então isto não gasta nada. Não consigo bloquear essa.
Pass me the handkerchief.
But sir, my orders were to give it to my master.
Are you refusing to give me my own mother's personal belongings? Even though she was greatly looking forward to meeting your master, she's gone missing. And you seem incapable of finding her.
Oh, but sir, please.
And to top it all off, you refuse to give me the handkerchief that she so often let me use? Do I deserve such little consideration in your eyes? Is that what you wish me to report to your master?
No, certainly not, sir. Please forgive me, sir. I have been such an idiot. Here you are.
Acho bem. Ah, também estou em inventory. Emily's handkerchief. Ok, handkerchief. Pensei que o lenço que ela me tinha dado tinha as mesmas iniciais. Emily Hillsborough, ok. E este tem este DR que é a nossa mãe. Sarah, blá blá blá. Blá blá blá. Ok, eles são vulneráveis à manipulação. Tenho é que reconhecer os símbolos. Que a manipulação é aquele puppet. Portanto, isto podemos usar contra os empregados. Ok, contra todos. Não há aqui uma descrição deles, mas ok.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Pois, não consigo utilizar nada disto. Já estou a perceber.
There's no way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Não posso bazar?
barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Ok, outra Royal Jelly.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. Let's see what's hidden inside.
O pior é que se alguém chega.
Let's look.
Isto deve ser os convites. Oops.
Address is 50 Bedford Square, London. It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. A letter written in an Oriental language. I haven't the slightest idea what it says.
LOL, ok, já estou a perceber.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently. This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Prashi. No, can't seem to place it. Probably a Dutchman. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. A lantern. Nothing special.
Ok, as cartas só têm informação que eu não consigo utilizar.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy.
Ok, ao menos temos uma cena que podemos utilizar para dar nos cornos a alguém, se meter connosco.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Ainda não tenho picklocking.
Locked. I'll never get it open bare-handed. Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way. There we are. This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder. It's unusable now.
I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
Amber fragments. Just found the amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points. Okay, nice.
A fragment of amber. Honey, the remedy of the gods. This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty.
Aquela pistola que vimos no
I don't know
sonho.
if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
Ok. Então basicamente aquilo era uma visão do passado. Temos muitas Royal Jellies. Pelos vistos os itens não são tão difíceis de arranjar assim. Podemos ir utilizando as nossas habilidades. Royal Jelly estava 2 pontos ou 3.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Money, money! Uau, loading screen tão rápido, nem consegui ver o que é que... Use elixir, não sei o quê. É lá, Zeus?
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontations. During confrontation you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation is located in an interface showing how much the person you are talking is convinced. Okay.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
I might.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
If you know my mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but...
Do not worry, my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you. Discretion and secrecy are both pillars of the organizations for which we work. You are the worthy son of Selah.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Only you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes, absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
If only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Last step. For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left. Ok. Last step of confrontation. Isto vai sempre repetir, ou seja, não podemos errar nesta última hipótese. Listen, mas...
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a
Presa
secret.
desbloqueada. Missi Dominici.
Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her. That time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. Ok. Ok, provavelmente podemos encontrar itens dos que estão daquele lado ali à frente. E os que estão aqui deste lado são só itens tipo de história. Mortimer's Invitation. Sealed Letter. Ok, está fechada a carta. Questioning. Ok. Qual é que é o símbolo do questioning e qual é o símbolo da lógica? Lógica é este, ok. Mas eu tenho questioning, deve estar aqui. Questioning é este. Pá, devia era dizer os símbolos. Mas é tipo um balão com rodas dentadas. Isto deve ser para sair. Ok, os comandos são um bocado diferentes do que aquilo que estamos habituados. Devil Storm. Devil Storm grants you the exalted state. You temporarily see the immunity and vulnerability affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5. Ok, good to know. Podemos usar 3 para usar. Vamos procurar itens. Vamos buscar a conversa.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Fezada já! Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during an adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Find the manuscript by using the inventory. Ok. Hã? Ok, mais um ponto de convencer. Ok, há aqui uma série de coisas.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Illuminati.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah.
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise, one of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision. My vision is more important. Let's follow home.
I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
Posso não ter a oportunidade de perguntar, visto que esta gaja está aqui. E eu não confio nela, visto que ela estava na visão.
My friend,
Presa
I hope
desbloqueada.
my dear
Ancient
Giovanni-
Regime.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was, too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh? Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale. Excuse me, sir. I have been neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real pleasure, sir.
You who must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you. Would you have any information about the disappearance of my mother?
Very little, I'm afraid, my young friend. Your mother came at the invitation of Lord Mortimer. Then, one fine day, we couldn't find her anywhere.
That's it?
As I said, I don't know very much. Lord Mortimer had the entire area searched immediately. We found no clue as to her disappearance. But I am convinced that as soon as Lord Mortimer becomes available, he will explain the situation.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Holm. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met?
Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you are mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. What with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother.
I thought... Never mind. It'll come back to me. Would you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Do you know the reason for my mother's presence here?
I haven't the slightest idea. No.
Fuck,
She
man, não
was
sabes
invited
nada,
by Lord
sócio.
Mortimer.
But you don't know why.
Not really. I was given to understand that your mother was looking for something.
And do you know how long my mother and Lord Mortimer have known each other?
Several years, I believe. They seemed to know each other for quite a while. But it was the first time that Lord Mortimer had invited her to join us here.
Good. And finally, would it be possible for me to speak with Lord Mortimer this evening?
I'm terribly sorry. No, he really is quite unavailable. But please rest assured that everyone is doing their best to find your mother.
All the same, it's not the Chateau de Versailles. It can't be that difficult to find her.
Worry not, my son. I am persuaded that we shall find the famous Sarah de Riche. No doubt with new adventures to share, huh?
Está-se a masturbar a gaja? Veneno?
Elizabeth! I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Let me handle this. I'm used to this kind of thing.
Thank you, Mr. Dinchet.
Trade
Miss,
unlock,
can
obliging.
you hear me?
Leave me.
Her breathing is becoming stable and... her heart rate too.
Pale complexion, thin, broken nails, an enormous scar on her temple, tattoos on her hands. I don't know what happened to you, Missy, but it looks like you've been through hell.
Can you tell me something about her? Who is this young lady?
Elizabeth Adams. She's come to the island for a course of treatment, to rest.
For
For a course of treatment?
That's right. The seer can do wonders. Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
Toda a gente tem um símbolo de...
She's just regained consciousness and she immediately reaches for her brooch? I don't know exactly what it means to her, but obviously it's got to be something important.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me. I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead. You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
I segni della bestia.
Sorry, Your Eminence. I don't speak Italian.
Forget it. It doesn't matter.
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It is time for everyone to go to bed. It has been a long day.
Ok, linguística é muito importante neste
All the
jogo.
more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities. Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Oh, it's naughty to tell lies. Bet my life that you were talking about something totally different from the decoration of the manor. But, to find out what, I should have stayed with them. Too bad.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Hall, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Ok, eu acho que isto aqui, basicamente, cada pessoa das que está aqui é tipo representante de uma sociedade secreta. Nós somos da Golden Compass, estamos aqui a substituir a nossa mãe. Não percebi essa aí, o que é, mas da Igreja, de Illuminati e a outra tinha o sinal da besta.
You have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Posso saber onde é que é o quarto da gatinha?
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Até já.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room? Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Disse ao fundo do corredor. Podemos pesquisar a cena só. Eu queria ir para outra divisão para ver se encontrava mais itens.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Bem, pelo menos já reparámos que são só pessoas importantes que estão aqui. Portanto, este gajo é muito importante.
That's me.
Podemos investigar mais um bocado.
President George Washington.
Ok, Washington está aqui. Ok, se calhar se tivéssemos pick-locking skill conseguimos ir para ali. Possivelmente não, porque é uma beca. Ok, vou falar com o Sr. George Washington, porque ele disse que queria falar com a gente sobre a nossa mãe. Eu só o quis deixar sozinho para ele poder falar com a outra. Pode ser que ele tenha sorte com ela. Ah, malandro! Bill Clinton. I did not sleep with that woman. Ai, não dá. Então, olha, se não dá, vamos para o quarto. Aqui é onde está o Papa.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance.
Não.
But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
É... Tipo, eu presumo que o que ele tenha dito é verdade.
Damn. Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so... Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow! Nice room.
Né?
Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Presumo que o gajo estivesse a dizer a verdade.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Saturn devouring his son. Again?
Conheço este
I
quadro.
saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. The conversion of St. Paul, by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Ora, nota, o que está em Roma é que é uma cópia.
Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
Carmelite Water. Carmelite Water gives the focus state. Your next skill used will cost no effort. You cannot carry more than 4. Ok. Isso é bom, principalmente quando forem skills que requeram muito esforço. Oi, um livro.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Livros a pairar no ar, grande cenário. Acho que era suposto aquele livro estar. Os livros estão a pairar no ar. Acho que era suposto estarem todos amontoados uns em cima dos outros. Então onde é que eu uso? Só posso ter um de cada também? Collector's Coin Case. Ah, isto já é outro quarto. Damn. Shit, eu queria ir lá para o outro lado, sócio. Porque é que eu não pude interagir com as coisas no quarto? Hã? Whoa, I didn't pick up the book on the quay. What the fuck is a quay? Went up to the manor. I found clues about my mother on the docks. I did not find all the clues about my mother on the docks. Ok, eu acho que para encontrarmos todas as pistas, tínhamos que ter outro tipo de habilidade. Washington, home in a small salon. Ok, you could have remained in the Grand Hall to speak with Mr. Washington. Ok, acabámos o episódio 1. Acho que não. Quatro pontos disponíveis. Ok. Keeping manuscripts. Here you can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript you read confers a skill point at the end of the quest. Ok, então deixem lá ver. Psychology. Eu posso tentar evoluir o Psychology. Qual é o outro? Conviction. Vamos deixar o Psychology. Foi neste mesmo quarto.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late
Napoleon?
hour.
It is never too late. And we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
Napoleão Bonaparte. Ah, pois é. Por acaso imaginei um bocadinho mais baixo.
nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
Até já para o quarto da outra.
I'm coming.
I'm coming. Ok, eu não sabia que a minha cena enchia.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices. The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Sócio, não.
Golden Elixir. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
Oh, é ele. No.
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
I bumped into her in the small salon before.
Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least, I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories. Count on me, sir.
Thank you, my friend.
Se calhar é melhor travarmos
Keep
amizades com o
Elizabeth
pessoal.
downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
Proeza desbloqueada. Son of Lafayette.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I'd better hurry.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Sei lá onde é que são as cenas, sócio. Cheguei aqui hoje, sei lá onde é que fica o Small Saloon.
A Chinese coin.
Downstairs. Vem para aqui.
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe a Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in this small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Guard.
Napoleon.
You should do something, my son.
Come on, this guy's a cardinal? Weren't you about to enter the room, Your Eminence?
Oh, no. I was just passing by.
But since I do happen to be here, shall we go in together now?
I'd rather go and find help. It's safer.
Let's see. It's always the same ones who get dumped in it.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
Pussy.
Who do you think you are?
Multiple plats. There are multiple plats to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking on the first pet you come to.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell is going on?
Huh? I don't think you
A
know
whole
who
plane.
I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
You filthy whore!
I apologize. Have mercy. Please have mercy. No!
I apologize. Nah. Mercy, have mercy. Nah. Where's that smart mouth now? I'll teach you a little respect. Huh?
Look, you dumbass! Are you deaf? She said she was sorry.
Call me that again.
Só fazer
That's
tempo.
what I thought. Now get out! I have to deal with this dirty slut.
Não! Mas quem disse que eu quero sair? Eia, não, eu só queria fazer mais tempo.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Yes, I found out many things.
Good.
Did Elizabeth give you any trouble?
Elizabeth? No.
Well, you could have mentioned she was with a raving maniac, huh?
What do you mean?
She was with a Frenchman. He was about to beat her when I arrived.
What the devil are you talking about?
I thought he was gonna kill the poor girl.
Did you intervene?
I did what was necessary to give you enough time to search her room.
Good work, my friend. I knew that I could count on you.
So tell me, did you find any information?
Oh, yes. What I found is likely to upset you.
What do you mean by that?
Elizabeth is indeed the daughter of John Adams.
Why pass her off as dead?
I found her medical file. It appears that for many years, your mother was her personal doctor. From what I read, she behaved more like a butcher than a doctor.
What are you talking about? I'm not a child. What's going on here?
John believed that his daughter was possessed. He appealed to your mother to save her, but the treatment she inflicted on the poor child... My God.
Look, stop beating around the bush. What exactly did she do to her?
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
My mother got her hands dirty for the common good, so don't be too quick to judge her.
For the common good? We're talking about the vivisection of a child. Of tattooing her from head to foot with a red-hot iron.
Stop this.
For her 5th birthday, she inflicted the stigmata of Christ on her. And for her 10th birthday, a hysterectomy. What kind of gift is that for a child?
My mother's not a monster.
I do not doubt that your mother meant well. But the techniques described in the file, it is pure torture.
Please, I need some time alone.
I have seen some horrors in my time. But if what is written in these damned documents is true, be brave, my boy.
Ok, eu acredito que ele tenha encontrado os documentos. Isto não quer dizer que eu aceite que sejam verdade. Não gostei aqui do facto de, basicamente, eu ter optado por uma coisa, mas pensar que havia mais, principalmente por causa da descrição que deram no início daquele confronto, dizer que a primeira opção não será sempre a melhor. Eu queria confrontar o gajo, eu não queria bazar. Tipo, devia aparecer uma opção, tipo, tens certeza que é ser? Eu não queria insultá-lo outra vez para ganhar tempo. Mas queria insultá-lo outra vez depois, passado uma beca, por isso... Não curti dessa cena. Basicamente a nossa decisão é definitiva e nós não sabemos quando é que ela é definitiva. Mesmo que a gente pense que vão haver mais opções. Não gostei desse pormenor. Bom, whatever. Agora nem sequer dá para ir para lá. Está a galha a ser maltratada.
Decorum guide.
Sur Jacques Perru.
Jacques Perru é o que a gente está agora. Napoleão
Sur
Bonaparte.
Napoléon Bonaparte.
Que ainda não dá para irmos ali para baixo.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Vamos ir ter com ela, não? Falou? Igri.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy. Este é o nosso quarto?
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
It could have been worse. Let's say that Miss Adams will remember it for a couple of days.
What? Did you not intervene?
Of course not. What did you want me to do? That thug could have snapped me in half in 2 seconds.
So, you prefer to let that fragile young lady take a beating rather than risk getting slapped around a bit yourself? Mr. Derice, your mother would not have been proud of you.
Listen, next time it happens, join me instead of hiding behind the door. If you're gonna talk big, back it up.
You should be ashamed. I will pray for your soul, my son.
Obrigado.
My son, I have another problem.
LOL.
I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louise. Give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please, be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
Ele adicionou a informação dentro da carta ou será que ele trocou a carta? Se calhar ele pode ter trocado a carta pela carta verdadeira também. Ou arrependeu-se de ter-me dado a carta e queria-me dar uma carta falsa. Só para ver se podia confiar em mim.
I'm exhausted. Better go to bed.
Duquesa?
I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
Ganda quadro. Quero ver a descrição destes quadros aí. Pureza desbloqueada. Rough night and sober. I let Lady Adams take a beating. I cowered before Peru. I could have found out more about the meaning of my visions. I could have found out more about plans involving myself. I could have had a remarkable encounter. Remarkable encounter? Isso é o quê? Podia ter ido com a outra para a cama. I have found Lady Adams in a small saloon. I prevented Lady Adams from returning to her room. I heard Mr. Washington talking about my mother. Showed Piaget's his letter. Sealed. Ok. Ok, mais 4 pontos. Ganhamos um aqui. Ela, aqui está caro para caraças agora. 2 pontos. Não temos... Ok, podemos dar um aqui, de etiqueta. E... Pois e o quê? Agora é tentarmos desbloquear outra coisa. Conviction, Politics. Ok, isto parece-me útil. Linguistics. Ah, podia-me ter embebedado com alguém. Damn, eu estou sóbrio. Se calhar eu tínhamos ido para a cama mesmo com alguém. Será que era se fôssemos espiar as cenas? Será que era a duquesa?
Right. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Pois, mas isso é o que eles querem. Eu agora já gostava de poder ler a carta. Isto para Conviction. Visto que etiqueta a gente já subiu. Ok.
Nothing. The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance. The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch. Writing material. From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd.
Ok, se calhar aqui algum papel escrito em limão, o que significa que a gente pode tipo queimar a folha ou passar um líquido qualquer para ver o que está lá escrito.
Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room? Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices. I haven't even had time to unpack my cases. Ok, parece que no quarto não há assim nada por aí além. Vamos pesquisar aqui dentro. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving. Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice strong coffee though. There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
Limão? Hã?
There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Hã? Ah, ok.
All right. I've retrieved everything. Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travelogue of the explorer, Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence.
Ne?
And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother?
Vamos buscar o café e entornar aqui na folha.
A faint sign of the order. barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room. I'm not far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching.
An old sesterce from Roman Gaul.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
Não, se calhar estou errado. Se não dá para... ou tenho que usar a
Inferno by
pista.
Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something. Come on, Louis, think. Think.
Limão. E este jogo não tem cheiro. Mesmo assim consigo pensar em limão.
Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She applied a liquid to the book. She must have used the writing materials. The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Despejas café em cima do livro. Vai estragar, é uma perfeita boa edição. Ok, mas sim, queimar era o que eu tinha dito inicialmente. Eu tinha que gastar pontos para isto.
Damn, I'm making a serious mess here. It's no good. Might have worked if the writing had left marks in the paper, but no. There's only traces of lemon. Luckily, I've only put ash on part of the message.
Merda.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
Pensei que a cinza seria suficiente.
Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, it could be anywhere. Damn! The message continues, but thanks to me, the rest of the text is unreadable. Great. I hope it wasn't a unique edition or Mother's gonna kill me. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Trait unlocked. E está com o olho negro, coitada. Elizabeth has Mr. John Adams, Vice President of the United States. Elizabeth was rejected by her parents at birth and was declared stillborn. Brought up on isolation, she grew into a frail young woman with bipolar disorder, devoured by her terrible fits of anxiety. Her deepest secrets were slowly going away gnawing away at her from inside. Despite numerous treatments, nothing could cure her. The young woman continued to descend into folly. As a friends of Sir Gregory Holmes and the Lord Mortimer, John Adams decided to send his daughter to the Lord Mortimer's manor in hope he could help her. To little hope, Elizabeth has now been at the manor for a short while. Sir Gregory Holmes, Baron of Nottingham, is a very influential British aristocrat. Confirming royal list, Sir Gregory Holmes spent his career extending an influence of the United Kingdom to the world from the Flemish East India Company to the Spanish trading post in America. He stamped his hallmark on key decisions made by a world's preeminent economic power. In England, he contributed to the reduction of the national debt, and being very attached to the family values, he invested time in the working class, creating charity schools in order to offer decent education to the future links in the next industrial revolution. Network builder, Holmes always finds pleasure in attending the social gatherings of his old friend Lord Mortimer. Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte is a young lieutenant in the French army. In this early youth, Napoleon was uprooted from his native Corsica, and thus he bore a grudge against the aristocracy, clergy, and the French people who failed to accept him. He joined the French army with the firm intention of making a name for himself and of marking history by providing his true worth. Searching for backing of any kind, he attracted the sympathy of support of Lord Mortimer, invited to letters reception, declared to prove his value to the world. Ainda não descobri nada sobre este homem. George was in founding president of the United States of America, watching share the life between military and political success. Very early on, he was introduced by Sarah de Richet into the upper circle of influential secret society from France, the Golden Order. He later took the helm of the American branch. Tired of politics, he wanted to retire to this property in Virginia, but that was without taking into account Lord Mortimer, who encouraged him to come out of retirement. On the advice of his friend, he ran for a second term and was successful. Invited by Mortimer, Ashton likes to attend social gathering incognito. Só falta este. During Jacques Peru is one of the fathers of the National Tribunal of Paris. Não conheço este gajo. During the terror, he quickly became one of the most worrying figures in all of Paris. He distinguished himself by taking part of the siege of the Bastille and in the capture of Louis XVI, the current king of France. He was involved in the creation of the National Tribunal. Is he a man of law or torture? Nobody dare says. This judge of the people has overseen many trials that sent opponents and traitors to the revolution to the guillotine. Peru interrupts his revolutionary activities when Lord Mortimer, his patron, invites him to join the later social gathering. Okay.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests. President George Washington.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later. That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Exorcismo, sócio.
A chest with a half-circle pattern. An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible. The note suggests binding the feet and hands, then blocking the jaws using a piece of cloth to prevent the tongue from being sectioned. That looks like a method to control an epileptic fit. I wonder if Elizabeth is the one being treated for that illness.
Eu não posso deixar as cenas ali. Grandes trilhas, chega aqui e não está aquelas coisas.
I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please, excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Ok, é assim, eu não sei que tipo de opções é que eu posso explorar ou não. Tenho medo de não explorar uma opção e de não apanhar uma coisa. Agora, o que eu sei é que existem muitos itens. Eu tenho basicamente isto tudo cheio. E eu não estou preocupado em gastar os pontos. Daí eu estar a querer fazer as coisas.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last, right soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
A única vez que eu... Immunity Psychology, ok. A única vez que eu gastei pontos em que não era preciso foi com o fogo. Eu sabia que tinha que... Aliás, eu fiz merda. Eu analisei e ainda fui fazer merda. Porque eu sabia que era com o fogo e eu fui espalhar lá a cinza. E se eu analisasse a cinza, se calhar, em vez de escolher só levar a cinza, porque eu pensei que a cinza também dava, não havia nenhuma... Não me lembrei que haviam velas noutra sala. E depois eu danifiquei. Agora não tenho a mensagem toda. Tenho que procurar um quadro com uma medusa, com cobras, whatever. Então basicamente fiz bosta por não analisar. Prefiro analisar demais do que não analisar.
Doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you. Answer me, please. Your loving sister,
That woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French. Okay.
30 November, 1791.
Okay, já foi depois. The consideration for hit me like a step to the heart. Father told me it was for our well-being and kind of well-being. He claims our condition was worsened, could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. When receiving any news in a long time, please write to our loving sister Abigail. P.S. I hope you like and enclosed talismans. Okay. The fuck is this?
I found a box containing some kind of white crystals. These are magnesium crystals, a fairly effective remedy for easing anxiety.
Ok, mesmo que eu soubesse que são estes cristais, provavelmente eu não ia descobrir qual é que era a fraqueza dela. Não, só se... Não é isso, é cena ao lado. Quer dizer, tinha outra
found a
opção. Não
box
sei o que é que eu
containing
posso fazer com isto.
Some kind of white crystals. Well,
O gajo demora muito
see
tempo a
what it
ler as
tastes
coisas.
like. Ugh. I really need to stop tasting everything I find now.
Exhaust. Just encounter an immunity. One effort point is locked. Use a golden elixir to cure yourself. Ok, não percebi bem. Hã? Devil Storm. Sarah. Hã? Collection of notes written by Sarah de Richer. É lá, está cenas de caraças. Está cenas de caraças, man. Cannot be equipa, symbol of the patience. Ah, ok. Então não dá cenas de caraças. Mas dá logo 13, o que é muito bom. Temos que encontrar as páginas todas. Ok, a gente... Eu meti uma cena na boca. One unusual effort point. Eu não percebi se o Golden... Não percebi se o Golden Elixir cures negative alterations. Ok, cura todas. Não me importa ter um negativo. Não vai fazer diferença. Acho eu. O pior é se acumulam bastante. Eu não sei se o Elixir limpa tudo. Portanto, não me importa ter só um. Da próxima vez que eu apanhar um efeito negativo, eu bebo o Elixir. Porque isto não me explica se o Elixir vai limpar tudo ou não. Eu prefiro tipo, ganhar mais uma cena negativa para perceber se o Elixir cura tudo. Então, se eles não explicam, eu não vou estar a gastar itens. Quer dizer, o homem, o Direto PT, homem ou a coisa, estava a dizer para eu não gastar os itens se eu sabia as coisas, agora está-me a dizer para eu gastar um item quando eu não sei uma coisa. Tipo, e nem vou saber se tomar já o Elixir, tenho que poupar o Elixir. Só estou a consumir os outros e a gastar os recursos porque eu estou com fácil acesso a eles. Vamos explorar mais quartos. Não dá. Também não dá. Tem umas escadas lá para cima. Não dá para subir cá para cima. Não. Bem, vamos para o Red Saloon on the first floor. Então é isto. Red Saloon on the first floor. Será que isto me diz no mapa onde é que é? Red Saloon. Bonaparte, Adams. Second floor, first floor. Ok, não, mas é lá em baixo. É para ali. Mas é lá em baixo, simplesmente é uma sala onde ainda não fomos. Ou será que é esta? Não, deve ser esta.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
How's your eye?
I've had worse.
Please accept my apologies. If I'd stepped in sooner, you wouldn't have gotten that.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing, so I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
If I understand rightly, you share a common past?
Are you saying I've made it
Precisas
all up?
bloqueada quick.
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated. And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait, there must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of...
Ok. Deixa-me pesquisar a gaja. Vulnerabilidade. Questioning, immunity, psychology. Questioning, immunity, psychology. Também se calhar nem tenho. Tenho. Até o que eu tenho mais alto. Portanto, evitamos o cérebro e fazemos a roda dentada, sempre possível.
Salt in the wounds.
Shit, esqueci-me. Evitamos o cérebro, roda dentada.
You're right. I don't want this conversation to turn into an interrogation. You've suffered enough already. I respect your silence. Please excuse me.
Well, thank you. I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Giggity,
Don't
giggity.
say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see,
Precisas
before I was
bloqueada.
born,
Motherly
my
embrace.
mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Olha ali o Barbas. Vamos, sendo a cana. Como é que é, só está-se bem?
What can I do for you, sir?
Chiba de
I am
cenas.
at your service day and night, sir.
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
Sócio, então.
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help sir in any other way?
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir. That is where sir will find his private rooms. The main corridor leads around the building. 3 stairways will enable sir to return to the ground floor. It is also from there that sir will be able to reach the second floor.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, sir?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, sir can access, on one side, the small salon, where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, sir may access the dining room. That is where sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, sir will also find access to the garden. But sir may be reassured, the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Except for my mother.
Has sir
Yes.
another question?
What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holmes, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does sir have any more questions?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Eu vou fazer como o Rocket Raccoon. Preciso do olho daquele gajo. Would you have access to golden elixirs? Could you?
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Não dá.
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to
Isso é
any
tipo
of
o
Lord
NPC
Mortimer's
para comprarmos as
guests.
coisas.
Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for sir.
I still haven't quite recovered after that boat crossing. Would you happen to have any devil's thorn by any chance?
I am sorry, sir, but the devil's thorn may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against sir taking any.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Well, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now.
But sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
What?
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
No, there is not. Ok, o que é que este livro dá? Journal Inventory. O que é que eu ganhei? Foi este aqui. Etiqueta. Onde é que é o salão vermelho? Será que é aqui? Não. Desculpa, sócio. Que abusado. Mas eu queria um livro. Eu quero colecionar tudo. Red Saloon. Borboletas aqui dentro. O que é que sentes? Borboletas.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Realmente?
Very funny, sir.
Not really, no.
Peru looks totally out of place here.
Don't trouble yourself.
He's counting the 10 sets of cutlery around each plate? The man is completely lost.
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the king's table.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
And right he was
My
too.
dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Que medo. Devias.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I've taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mention that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Charity é a vulnerabilidade dela. Psychology.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur...
Louis Moras de Richet.
De Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
Please, go ahead.
The presence of a particle does not necessarily mean a person belongs to the nobility, nor does it prevent the observance of the rules of etiquette, Monsieur von Wunder.
Diversion, okay.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Hã? You have used 4 consumable items during a single quest or consumed the noxious element. Dialogue timer is no longer visible.
What do you think, madam? What is this Bonaparte doing here?
The presence of a soldier is never a good sign. It can only mean there's going to be further war. To answer your question, I only know that his family were in favor of the revolution, and that it almost cost them their lives.
Thank you, that's helpful.
Certainly not.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Yeah, I can do wonders.
Ok, deveria ter visto a fraqueza dele. Ou a força dele. Sócio, ele vai-te atirar lá para baixo.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
I don't know. Maybe you ought to speak to my mother.
Oh, what a pity. I was hoping you would be up to the challenge. Too bad. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France.
Não sei o que é que ele está a falar,
Given the
mano.
hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Let the people make their own choices.
You are joking, I hope. The people are simply not capable of taking charge, don't you see? They are an uneducated mob who react on the spur of the moment, incapable of providing a coherent vision for the good of the country. I think there must be a misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
I cannot believe that Lord Mortimer advised me to speak to you. I must have misunderstood. Excuse me, please.
Bravo, Louis. Total fiasco.
Então, mas eu tinha que ficar do lado dele. Eu não percebi essa parte. Eu não queria ficar do lado dele.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Washington is a very gifted speaker. Leave him for 5 minutes with sworn enemies and he'll convince them to be friends for life.
Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Mas eu não sei se era o meu objetivo querer ficar do lado do Napoleão. Porque basicamente era um confronto. Nós deveríamos ganhar esse confronto. Presa desbloqueada. Important people. But I dared I failed to convince Napoleon of my legitimacy. Eu não queria convencer da minha legitimidade. Basicamente o que eu queria fazer com o Napoleão era fazer com que ele também tivesse interesse em encontrar a minha mãe. Ou seja, eu não tenho legitimidade para te dar essas respostas, sócio. Portanto, estou aqui à procura da minha mãe. Ajuda-me a encontrá-la, que ela depois logo trata do deal que tem contigo. Podia ter ido também ao quarto do Napoleão. God damn it. Então eu pensei que tinha ido lá aos quartos todos. Eu não sei se isto vai acabar o episódio 1. Ok. Então, o que é que vamos evoluir? Ocultismo. É isto que eu quero. Quer dizer... É isto que eu quero. Presa bloqueada. Jack of all trades.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
São 5 partes por cada capítulo. Damn. Isso é muito grande. Ok. Etiqueta. Deixa lá ver o que é que eu tenho. Politics. Políticas também é bacana. Tenho aqui 2 de etiqueta, portanto eu posso tentar aproveitar e dar na etiqueta para conseguir subi-lo sem muito... sem muito trabalho. Então dar em psicologia. Epá, mas eu não vou conseguir subir psicologia assim tão facilmente. Ok, vais a dar um de etiqueta. Borboleta, não tens medo de mim?
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
No.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
To tell you the truth, not really.
You are right. Be positive. Perhaps Sarah is in the company of Lord Mortimer, and they will both turn up shortly.
But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, la Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one in any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing. The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Lockpick.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. Circe. A swine in a salon? That's an odd choice of decor. This painting has caused some debate. Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician?
Só se perguntas bem, não sabes a quem.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses? Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe.
Ok, já me o que é que fazem os itens todos. Ok, mais um ponto máximo. Vamos buscar ali outra cena.
All right, I've retrieved everything.
Damn, son.
Petrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it. A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Última ceia.
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now? Allegory regarding the decoration of the rights of men. That's the least you could say. Liberty or Death by Regnault. Well, I'll take... painting by Ingres. Molière dining with Louis XIV. The king's posture is surprising. It's almost as if he's addressing someone in the assembly. Celia. That name means nothing to me.
Essa menos tem muito cabelo, faz lembrar a Medusa. Parecem cobras aqueles cabelos.
Christ Crucified by Velázquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alcudia. The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. Ah, François Ier, Receiving the Holy Family, a painting by Raphael. The Fall of Phaeton, another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning for borrowing his father's chariot and losing control of it. Moral, don't steal Dad's chariot. The Company by Rembrandt.
Este quadro é muito bacana. Tem uma dualidade de cenas.
A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V. I wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting. The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples.
Ok, vamos ali dentro daquela divisão. Tem aqui mais quadros iguais.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
E a medusa.
A painting with no name. Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand. Origin of myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. The section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the Gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Ok, vamos tentar. Então, basicamente, o que eu estava a tentar pensar era que o outro faz a luz refletir no escudo para a Medusa olhar
Looks
para
right,
eles.
but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
Ah, ok. Então tem que estar virado para a Medusa também.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Não estou a perceber. Será que tenho que ler aquela porra em latim? Basicamente a Medusa tem que estar a olhar para o gajo do escudo. Que supostamente há gajos que estão a distraí-la. Holding the shield. Se desse para virar de costas, return toward the Medusa. Vou ter que ler aquilo em latim, não estou a perceber. Supostamente este devia estar a tentar refletir a luz contra o escudo.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Será que... não.
It looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
Ok.
Whoa.
Secret Society.
Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Oh yeah? So tell me what you're doing here. Yeah, just like me.
Probably, but I asked the question first.
Well then, we'll pretend you haven't asked me yet.
What about a little gallantry, Louis? Come on, I'm listening. What are you doing here?
I admit everything, madam. You win. I've been bitten by the same bug as you.
I beg your pardon?
We can't resist being where we shouldn't, seeking out our host's little secrets. So, we have that in common, right?
I really thought you were going to answer me this time. Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
Well,
An old sesterce from Roman Gaul. Hey, Mortimer's the author of this work. It talks about his passion for art. Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath. I can just see Mortimer dressed in a toga, wearing a laurel wreath, strutting around his manor all day long.
You have a curious idea of Mortimer.
Why? He's eccentric, like all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
Well, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself. You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
This weapon is typically French, quite old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom. It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans. One of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet, given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Sócio, não querias que eu ficasse do meu lado.
Amber.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
These documents must be fakes. No man can own that many original works, no matter how rich he is.
Be careful. The Order has tried many times to estimate his personal wealth without ever succeeding.
And look here. Castles in Scotland, vineyards in Italy, districts in Venice. He's richer than some European countries.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Chata. Pensei que me ias ajudar.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust
Okay.
in you, Louis? At least this way,
Oops.
things are clear. How do you expect me to open up to you at all if you can't even reassure me? Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese, but I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily. I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Vulnerável à psicologia. Que é psicologia? Yeah, onde eu sou bom.
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Her only weak spot is her difficulty talking about herself.
I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
Yes, you may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Pressioná-la não é bom, acho eu. Lógica. Pois ela é imunológica. Não.
Yes, it's perfectly clear. You're already working with someone.
Ah, well spotted, Louis. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me, but I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is... It's as obvious as it is surprising. You're my mother's hard-hitting partner.
Oh, God, do you really believe the nonsense that comes out of your mouth?
Well, a second ago I did. A little.
Sorry, Louis, your mother is not my partner.
Chances are, you're working with a member of the Order.
The only members of the Order other than ourselves are your mother and Mr. Washington. The former has sadly gone missing. As for the latter, I knew nothing of his arrival. Incidentally, you must have noticed how inefficiently our Order communicates internationally.
Your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good, I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so
Desbloqueada, your
strongly.
suspicious mind.
I thought it belonged to Emma, My twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes. You can't imagine to what extent, though.
Tinha
As
dito que
children,
ela
everyone
tinha uma
got us
irmã
mixed up.
gêmea,
So
provavelmente.
one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe.
Man, acho que as maninhas.
It's time to leave.
I will be the judge of that. Oh, então não. Então basamos mesmo.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
What?
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do? Sorry, Emily, but I can't leave Elizabeth like this. All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me. I really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it! My days are numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night? While she was hiding?
Yes, Louis. I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was her.
She doesn't hesitate on her answers. She's not trembling. She's really convinced of what she's seen. Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Home? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes, I need something to calm me down.
Calm down, bitch. Tá mesmo para dizer isso. Bebe mais copinho.
No thanks, I'd better not.
Listen, if you want me to tell you everything, you have to drink with me, Louis. What I have to say to you is of the utmost importance.
Okay.
I'll drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay?
Eu não vi ela deitar o líquido no meu copo. Será que tem
I don't know
veneno?
where she gets her rot gut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
Pois.
Whoa. The alcohol's gone to my head.
Eu vou beber mais, sócio.
Here, the condemned's last drink.
Elizabeth, alcohol never solves anything. I'm gonna stop now.
Listen up. You want to know what your mother was capable of, right? You want to know the reason why. Well, you're gonna have to follow me to the bottom of the abyss, Louis. Either drink or get out.
Bye.
No, I won't drink.
All right, Louis, then get the hell out of here. You're incapable of opening your eyes, so be it. Get out!
Gostava que não tivesse que ser assim, fofa. Agora a outra já vazou.
Why the hell did I go with Elizabeth?
I could have spent the night with Emily, but no. I had to go play the night with a big heart. Oh, well, never mind. Tomorrow's another day.
Nem sabemos que a nossa mãe anda para aí. Vai, outra visão. Manda lá, sangue do nariz. Ou não?
Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
What the hell's going on?
You are in deep trouble, my young friend.
The fuck was framed? Shit. Projeto desbloqueado. Once Upon a Time e Battle Hardened. Ok, parece que acabámos o primeiro capítulo. São quatro partes do primeiro capítulo, acho eu. Mas estou bem curioso em saber o que é que teria acontecido se eu fosse por as outras rotas. Porque parece que afeta muito. Principalmente dá uma sensação que há aqui opções que eu podia ter tomado que me fariam mostrar tetas. E por isso vamos lá ver se o resto da história consegue acompanhar este início. Não é que seja tipo wow, mas é tipo wow. Portanto, não é aquele enredo por enquanto que tipo super bezezzles, mas está a ser bacana. Portanto, vamos lá ver se agora o resto do enredo continua a acompanhar o hype que este primeiro capítulo tem, ou teve. E se sim, possivelmente até posso jogar este jogo outra vez e ver todas as outras opções, parecido com o que fiz com o Detroit Become Human, para basicamente vermos todos os branches que existem neste tipo de jogos. Por isso é que eu curto este tipo de jogos. Obviamente temos muitos jogos deste género, eu tenho e intenção de trazer para o canal muitos jogos da Telltale, mas os da Telltale na realidade não afetam o final dos capítulos e não afetam os capítulos seguintes, afetam-se o desenrolar desse mesmo capítulo. Este aqui não sei se também será esse facto ou não. Estou uma beca à toa. Se eu tivesse ficado a beber com ela, provavelmente também era acusado. Simplesmente não me ia lembrar de nada porque estava bêbado. Até podia pensar que era o que eu tinha morto. Se eu tivesse ido para o quarto com a outra, se calhar tinha que mentir e não dizer que estive na cama com ela. Quer dizer, nem sei se íamos para a cama. Se calhar tinha que usar os meus skill points todos para... Igri. Alright. E portanto, podem contar que eu traga mais gameplays. Como eu disse, eu vou fazer um capítulo por dia. Um vídeo por capítulo, um capítulo por vídeo. O DPT está a dizer que neste jogo afeta as diferenças. Portanto, sim, parece que existe algum tipo... cofundado pela União Europeia. Nice. Mas afeta algumas coisas nos capítulos seguintes. Ok, então o próximo capítulo tem 3 partes. Eu agora, a partir daqui, posso continuar a fazer o que eu quero. Ok. Quer dizer, está aqui 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ok, todos os outros capítulos têm 3 partes. Ok, é bom saber. E nós podemos continuar, obviamente. Por isso, ficar por aqui com este vídeo. Espero que tenham gostado. E espero que continuem a acompanhar aqui o gameplay de The Council. E pronto, se eu continuar a acompanhar, se pedirem, se eu curtir qualquer uma destas hipóteses, eu vou repetir o jogo. Se bem que temos mais jogos para jogar e pronto, se logo se vê. De qualquer forma, podes apoiar o canal seguindo redes sociais, Discord e essas cenas todas estão aí nos links em baixo e partilhando o vídeo e o canal, pondo likes e seguindo, subscrevendo e essas cenas todas, falando dele ao Pips amigo. Dito isto, vou ficar por aqui. Muito obrigado quem acompanhou este gameplay. Fiquem bem, tenham um grande gaming time. Bye bye. Obrigado por teres visto este vídeo no Fishman Channel. Tens aí mais 2 vídeos para explorar mais conteúdo no canal e uma bola para subscreveres o canal e te habilitares a ganhar keys para o Steam. Tens mais informação na descrição do vídeo, como links para as redes sociais e o link para o giveaway. Mais uma vez, obrigado e tenham um grande gaming time.